Just a second, because we're going live on YouTube. Okay, now. So let's begin. Hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
I'm Camila Conti. I'm here with Suelen and Jonas. For now, I don't know if someone's gonna come in later, but this is an English immersion of Talk and Talk. That's Talk and Talk is a conversation platform. We have immersions, we have classes. We talk, we learn English, we learn Spanish, Italian, we have community groups, and we are here to talk, not to judge anyone, to learn from each other by speaking and just being there for each other, creating this connection and this community, as I said before. However, this isn't a class. If you're looking for classes, you can go to our website and check it out. And today we're going to talk about music. So I decided to talk about this theme, this subject, because I think music is very important. And this year, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this year and last year, with the end of pandemics and stuff, we started to have to have lots of guests here in Brazil. So lots of artists that came here and shows and concerts and whatever. So I decided to talk about it because I think it's a nice theme. It's a fun thing. So let's begin. I'm starting by introducing myself. So as I said before, I'm Camila Conte. I'm 27 years old. I have a daughter. She's 4. And I work as a software developer. And what else? I like to do handicraft things. I like to do stuff with my hands, like do it yourself and this kind of things. I love it since I was a little girl. I like to watch series. I like to play sports. I like to play volleyball. I like to do Pilates. I did pole dancing, but I have a problem with my knee, so I can't do much. So I stopped, and I think that's it for now. So about the first question, that's introducing myself and telling about my favorite music song or band, it's very hard for me to decide one favorite music or a favorite song or a favorite band, because I have like a top 10 and I can't choose a first one. I can't. It's just the top 10 and that's it. That's my first one. That's 10 first ones. But I really like Paramore. I like Extreme. I like what else? I like so much stuff. I like pagode, I like samba, I like rock. So my music pool is very wide. So can you introduce yourself and tell us what's your favorite music song or band, please, Suelen?
Hello, guys. My name is Ellen. I live in Cubatão, Machado Santista. I am 35 years old. I am looking for a job. Nowadays, I am an employee. And let me see. I like rock. I am a fan of John Depp. So he's in the band Hollywood Vampires. I like this band, the music too. And I like samba de raiz, I prefer. Let me see more. I don't know. I think that's it at the moment.
Great, nice to meet you, Suelen. And I've heard that he has a band, but I've never looked out at it, so I don't know any songs of his band. But nice to know. Hollywood Vampire. Nice to
Yes,
know.
they
Yeah.
are playing on the Europe. I don't know if they are today on Germany or Switzerland, I don't remember, but they are playing in many countries.
Nice to know.
In 2015, they were at Rocking Hill.
Oh my God, I had absolutely no idea about that. Thank you so much. I'm gonna look for it. So now, Jonas, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what's your favorite band, song, or something?
Hi, I am 40 years old. I am a software developer also. I am working not alone for about 2 years in the field. I was a civil engineer before. Right now I am trying to work abroad, so English is really important for that. And about music, I am not much of knowledge in the field. I don't even know the band names I like. I know some music I like. I don't know the name. I just know I like that. Normally, it's something old from the 80s, the 90s, something like rock, pop rock. So Nirvana, the Cranberries, something like that. I am not much about listening music while I work and something like that, because I normally have a second monitor where I watch videos. It's just YouTube, Twitch, something like that. And this is my background sound. That's it.
That's awesome. I also use a second monitor, and I also just put some YouTube video to play while I'm working, while I'm coding. And sometimes I use Twitch also. I like to watch gameplays. Or sometimes even when someone is doing a project, coding and stuff, I like to just leave it there and play. But music also helps me. It's very funny how music makes me focus sometimes. So sometimes I put some instrumental music and it calms me down to when I have like a bug, a problem with something that I'm working on, and then I'm very stressed, and I put some instrumental music and I start to write with a pen, not on the computer. I start to write with a pen and a paper. What I have to do, like make some fluxograms, something like that to help me. And music really helps me in this situation. It's very funny. And I just love the Cranberries. It's amazing.
Have you ever tried classical music at work?
Yeah, classical musical is not something that I used to, that I tend to choose when I put something. I like to hear like some lo-fi. I don't know if you've heard something about that, but it's a lighter music, not that classic, and it's more. I think it's more. I don't remember the word. Sintético, it's more synthetical. I think that's the word, but it helps me. But I've never tried classical music, only with my daughter when she was very young, and I had to make her sleep. So I put like Nirvana, lullaby, something like that.
About classical music, I was talking about Mozart.
Yeah,
like
Mozart,
that.
Beethoven.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to put it for her also, but I'm not that close to classical music. I don't know why, but
I am
I think
not
it's very
also
nice.
just it was an experiment I did.
Yeah.
I was working in civil engineers yet, so I for about some months, couple months, I did work listening to classical music. It was interesting.
Yeah. I know lots of people that works listening to or study listening to classical music. I think there's even studies that says classical music helps with retaining information sometimes. So I don't know if it's true, but I've seen articles about that, but I've never tried that much, so I can have an experience to share. But I'm gonna try now. So for the I don't know if you're hearing this noise. That's like a, I don't know. It's a noise that's gonna happen a lot in this immersion because my dog is a little ill, so she's coughing. So I'm sorry if it's a little weird.
Okay.
But the second question now, what does music mean to you, and what would your life be like without music? So can you tell us about the second question, please, Jonas?
Like I said, I don't really listen to much music, but I can say, even if I don't listen to some music directly, it's always I have a indirectly consume in series, movies, some YouTube videos. Always have a background music, so even if I don't listen to music, I needed music in my life. So it has a place. Normally, I just listen to music, just music, when I am driving, or if I am reading a book. So I put some music to while I am reading.
Nice, very nice. I can't read listening to music because I like to listen to music that I know the lyrics, so I like to sing along. And if I'm reading a book and listening to music that I like, I tend to sing the song and forget about the book. So it's awful.
Normally, I have a small playlist, and when I read a book with that playlist, sometimes when I listen to that music, I can remember more about that part of the book or the feeling I have in that part in that book.
Oh my God.
It is nice.
Yeah, it's totally the opposite for me. I tend to forget everything that I read because I was just focusing on the music. And what about you, Sueli?
Yeah, I think these conversations are so interesting. I don't listen much music nowadays, but I think I will change this because, like in the video, music can relax me. So I think it's good. Like you, Camila, I can't reading a book and listen wherever the music is. But Jonas, you are good in this. I don't remember. I need to focus on the book or on the music. And let me see. I think music is it's good, and I like without music. I think it will be boring. I think music is almost in everything, so music is necessary wherever it's classical, instrumental, rock, samba, pagode, wherever.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think life would be boring, and I think we can't escape music because our body makes music. You know, we can clap our hands and make music. We can I don't remember the word to say it, to do this. I forgot. Um Whatever. You can do this and it becomes a music. Um what else, you can just make sounds with your mouth and it's music, you know. So I don't think we can escape music, and for me I think my life would be just broken without music, because I music makes me remember, not books, but it makes me remember moments that I had, and people that I love. And sometimes I'm going through a situation and I listen to a music and it just makes sense, you know. Sometimes music gives me advice. Sometimes music makes me move on something. So I have no idea what my life would be like without music, because I've never had this situation. Actually, I had a moment there in my life when I had just had my baby girl, and I stopped listening to music that I used to like. So I didn't hear much of the bands that I liked, the artists that I liked. And for about 2 years of my life, I just didn't listen to music instead of child's music, you know, like lullabies and um, uh, boy, 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 these kind of things. So, and it was 2 very difficult years of my life because of motherhood. I think that's it. And because I didn't listen to music, you know, so it was very hard. So were you gonna say something, Jonas?
No, I was curious about after that 2 years, did you think you change your taste in music?
I think I've adapted. I think I like new things now that I didn't like before, but I'm used to listen the same songs, the same bands that I liked before, you know. But I remember just the music that made me restart my passion for music. It's very, very fun. It was a song of John Legend, Save Room. It's amazing. The song is just amazing. I'm gonna send this here in the chat because I love the song. It's very dancey. It's amazing. And this song saved me because I started listening to music again because of the song, so it helped me a lot. But I think I always liked lots of different styles of music. I was very, I don't know how to say this in English. I'm gonna search it, but I was always very eclectic. So
I think it's eclectic.
yeah, I think it's also eclectic. I don't know.
And
Whatever.
pronunciation, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, exactly. But it's okay. So I always liked lots of different styles of music. So when I started listening to music again, I used to listen to lots of kinds of music and discovered new types of music that I liked. So samba de gafieira, I didn't tend to listen to it. But nowadays I like it. I like to go to bar, to places that are playing samba de gafieira, and what else? Techno is an electronic kind of music style that I started liking also. So it changes a little bit. And you said, Jonas, that you like, you don't remember the names of the songs sometimes, but I think you have a music there that makes you nostalgic. So what about that? Do you remember some music that made you feel nostalgic?
I think every music I listen make me nostalgic because I don't like much change. So I listen to the same songs I did when I was younger. So I think I will always listen to that type of music and that music's. The music I listen today, I remember it's the music is, that I record in the cassette tape
Oh,
in
wow.
the radio. So I think I don't change my taste in music.
Yeah. So you're very nostalgic when it comes to music. It's very nice. I'm also very nostalgic for lots of musics and series, and but I like to listen to new things also. But I think of the 10, my top five songs maybe are songs that make me nostalgic, makes me remember things of my past. So yeah. And what about you, Swelling? What music makes you nostalgic? How does it makes you feel?
I don't know, guys. Let me see. Maybe Legião Urbana, some music of them. I don't know. I am not. I didn't born when Renato Russo died, but I like this music because I think most of them are so alive, so actual. I don't know correctly nowadays. So when I listen one of them, I think, oh my God, it's so actual. The things didn't change so much. So I am I reflecting. I'm reflecting about the music, the situation of our country. That's
Yeah, totally. And it's been like what, 20, 30 years maybe that they don't release more songs, and since he died, and it's still very I think accurate maybe what happens today and what happened then, and the song still
makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense. It connects with us, so it's very weird. I think the music that makes me very one of the music that makes me very nostalgic is the More Than Words. That's an extreme music. I remember listening to this music when I was like maybe 6, 7 years old, and I was, oh my God, the song is so beautiful, so calm, and it's amazing. And then when I started listening to English music, and I started to understand music, this song, I think the lyrics of the song is very powerful. So I just loved it. And it's definitely one of my top 5 musics. And it makes me very, very nostalgic. It's amazing. I love this nostalgic feeling. Um, and how do you see our music scene in 20 years from now? Since we were talking about how Legião Urbana was so accurate, it's still so accurate, so current, so actual. And how do you see our music scene in 20 years from now, Swelling?
I think I don't have good predictions because unfortunately, for example, MPB I don't I don't think that have much power than in the past. So I have a doubt if the MPB, for example, it's gonna be a huge type of music in the future, because I I have to be honest. Nowadays, the music, I don't know how can I say in English, but bomba. Bomba é no meio musical. É, é pisadinha? Não. I don't remember.
Piseiro.
Zero. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we will have a good types of music in the future, but that's it.
Yeah, totally. I think it's changing a lot, and there are kinds of music that we don't see so much nowadays, and I miss it, like bossa nova. I love bossa nova, and it's something that it's very hard for you to find new artists, new singers who play bossa nova, and that's good as it was before. And I think like MPB also. I don't think we're gonna have like MPB as in Ana Carolina in 20 years from now. I don't know. I really don't think we're gonna have it. I think we are gonna have MPB. It I think there isn't a way, there's not a way that MPB won't exist. There's no way it's gonna just vanish and disappear, but I think it's gonna keep changing. And sometimes maybe in 20 years we're not gonna have music like we have today, or like we had 20 years from now. But I think it's, since we are here, since there's a Brazil, I think we cannot stop making Brazilian songs, it's gonna change a little bit. And what about you, Jonas? What do you think our music scene is gonna be in 20 years?
I agree with both of you. The music today, I think it's really formulatic. You have a formula to make people listen to. But I think also that this is something that it's what people that don't go don't know better, don't go to discover more music, think more, because it's what is in the television, what's in the radio. So in my case, I only see new music that's in that way. It's not just the bigger artists, but I also think that music is like a MPB. will live through smaller artists, some artist that is not well known, something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like some underground studios or underground singers or bands. I agree with you. And it's very curious that you talked about the formula that's we have today. It's true. We have a formula that music can't have more than 2 minutes. And in the past, music had to be like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, and it was amazing.
Legião Urbana.
Yeah, 8 minutes. Exactly. Oh my God. And today is like we have to have a song that's at least maximum 2 minutes. Maximum 2 minutes. If it's like 2 minutes and a half, people won't listen to it. And it's very sad.
Yeah, I think it's will exist that type of music, but no public, no label will publish that music.
Yeah, yeah. Because it won't capitalize, it won't make money enough as a music for a TikTok video or, it's very sad, but I need to have faith in music because it means a lot to me. So I have to have faith. And we have like Beyonce that just released an album that all of the music have like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and it's amazing. So we have some artists that are fighting against this common sense that music has to be 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes tops. So I have a little faith, but I'm very worried about the music scenery in 20 years. And I talked about how my musical taste changed since I was a kid. It didn't change a lot, but it changed a little bit. And what about you? Jonas already said that he listens, even since he was a kid, he listens to the same music, and it's amazing because I love the feeling of nostalgia that it brings. And what about you, Swelling? Do you have you ever changed your taste in music? I'm just gonna ask you 1 second because I have to open the door for my dog. Just a second.
We did have a session tonight, last night.
Yes,
Sally.
we have.
Yeah.
I remember you.
There you
So
go.
yeah, my taste of music have changed a little. Yes. So I were a fan of pagode, and I do not like anymore. And for me and my friends in the childhood, we danced Elsa. It was the music of the year. So I like it. But nowadays I don't like, and I think I gonna listen other types of music because I think it's good to discuss, to thinking, whatever. That's it. But I like besides Hollywood Vampires, I like Aerosmith too. That's it.
No, I love Aerosmith. I think it's one of my favorite bands, maybe top 15, not top 10, but yeah, that's one of my favorites because it makes me very nostalgic when I listen to I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I sing it with my heart out, it's just, oh my God, I don't want to close. It's just so much emotions in a moment. It's amazing. And have you ever seen your favorite band, music singer, or singer at a music festival, a concert, something about that, Sally?
Unfortunately, no. When Hollywood Vampires came to Brazil, I was at the college the last year, and I returned at an old company that I was a trainee, so I couldn't go to Rio de Janeiro to see them. Oh my God. And I am a huge fan of them, that I have a tattoo.
Oh my God, you really are a fan.
Guys, since I was 11 years old and now I am 35, so I am
Yeah.
a fan. But unfortunately, I hadn't seen them.
Yeah, it feels, I think for me, it feels like a part of me is missing because I have never seen the band that I love, I'm gonna have my dream come true in this year, at the end of the year, because since I was a little girl, I loved RBD. That's, I don't know if you know, the Mexican band, and I loved it. And I have never been to a concert, to their concert, because I was a little girl, and I was the last show that they made here, my sister went, and I was going with her, but at the last minute, people said that, oh no, people can't, under 14 years old cannot go inside without a responsible adult. And so I forgot the word. Oh my God. I sold. Yeah, I sold. I totally forgot how it's to sell. Oh my God, so simple. But I sold my ticket. And then on the day that the concert was going to happen, my sister called me and she said, like, Camila, people are going in without a responsible adult. And I was, oh my God, I lost the chance. So it made me so sad. And for 15 years of my life, I was like, oh my God, I wanted so much to go to a show, to a RBD show, and I've never been to. And this year, 15 years later, I'm gonna make my dream come true. So I'm very happy.
Like Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to go to a Backstreet Boys concert. It's amazing. And I really hope you get to see Johnny Depp live. So because, as I said, it feels like a part of me is missing because I've never been to this experience. So yeah, I hope you get to see them one day.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah. And what about you, Jonas? Have you ever seen a band that you liked very much live?
Yeah, I don't have a band I really love. I like a lot of bands. I have been some good shows. Normally, I don't have much chance because I lived in Florianópolis, and normally the tour is Curitiba and then Porto Alegre.
Yeah.
They skip Florianópolis. But I haven't been a show from Italy. There was a record of a live acoustic CD from Titans that I have the chance to go. It was really cool. One big one that I like a lot was in a theater. Do you know Nenhum de Nós?
I know the band, but I'm not used to listen to it.
I really like Nenhum de Nós. In my younger days, a lot more. But it was acoustic show, and it was in a theater. We are listening to the music in city.
That's very nice.
And after the show, we have the chance to meet the band backstage.
Oh my God, it's so fancy.
There's a friend of mine, today is a friend of mine, that in that day we did not know each other, and he have a guitar that he play with them. They signed his guitar.
Oh my God, what an experience.
It was really cool.
I believe you. I think I would just maybe pass away if I meet someone that I love. Like, oh my God, I can imagine myself in this situation. I've been close to people that I admire, that I like, famous people. Last year I was I was in a resort, and I just got there. I grabbed my suitcase, I put it on the bedroom, and then I went to have dinner with my family. And then when I got there, I made my plate and I was just about to sit down to eat. And my sister, she looked at me and she said, Camila, look to your right. And I looked and I was like, yeah, what? And she, didn't you see Junior Lima? And I was like, what? Junior Lima? Sandy Junior? Oh my God, I love it. And he was standing there right beside of me, and it was just, oh my God, I love him. And I didn't get a picture because I'm stupid. I spent 3 days there with him, and we made passeios. We made some passeios. I don't remember this word. Yeah, and together, like everybody together. And I have never took a picture with him because I was just, I don't know, I was embarrassed maybe. I don't know what came to my mind, but I was like this, so much excited to be there, just so close to him. And oh my God, he's so tiny because he's very he's very small. Yeah, he's I think he's like my height. So it was very fun to see that, and like, oh my God, I was so little and I liked him, and he was gigantic, and now I look at him and he's so tiny, just like me. He's a normal person. Okay, moving on, the 7th question now. Does music have the power to change your mood? What about you, Jonas?
I think yes, even if I don't like to admit, but it changed my mood. Accelerating music make me more agile and thinking more. So yes, it's changed my mood, but it's not a tool I use to change my mood.
Yeah, totally. I think maybe sometimes in specific moments it can help you change your mood sometimes, right? Not like, oh, I'm feeling sad, I'm gonna listen to happy music. It's not a choice that you make, right?
Yes, it's not something I look for to change my mood, but I know it has a power.
Yeah, totally. And what about you, Swelly?
I agree with Jonas. Music can change our mood, but in some situations, not all situations. Like you have said too, if I was sad, I don't listen to music and oh my gosh, I am happy now. No, but it can help too in some situations.
Yeah. I think for me, since I have the tendency to listen to music all the time, music helps me not like to be happy. I don't listen to music to be happy when I'm sad. I used to do the opposites. When I'm sad, I like to feel this emotion. I like to think about why I'm feeling this emotion, and then I put sad music, so it helps me to just reflect and think about what I'm feeling and all those emotions, why the reasons and this kind of things. But music helps me when I'm feeling a little lazy or a little tired, but I have lots of things to do. So I put a happy song, a dancey song, and I'm just like moving around the house, like doing weird stuff, just listening to music. I put it on the last volume, and then I get a little more excited, a little more, I don't know, accelerated. And then it helps me. But I like to do the opposite. When I'm happy, I listen to happy music. When I'm sad, I listen to sad music. When I want to, I don't know, tell someone to go, I just listen to music that makes me angry and scream. And oh my God, it's so powerful. So yeah,
It's a
changes.
companion music.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's so weird. It's so weird because I know people that don't listen to music. I know people that listen only to one kind of music. I know people that don't listen to music at all, and I know people just like me that listens to music all the time. And it's very interesting how it's very different, each individual, you know. It's very nice to talk about music and to just to recommend music sometimes. It's very nice. And do you think it's possible to use music in treatment of mental disorders? So do you think it's possible, Jonas?
I think it can help, maybe help someone to concentrate better, something like that. It can help in some psychological disease. The person need some support, something like that. The music can be a companion.
Totally, I agree with you. And what about you? I have one story that happened recently with music. I'm gonna share with you, but first I want to hear about Suelin's opinion.
I agree with Jonas. I think music can help if anyone has a mental disorder problem. And I don't know, maybe the music can help to concentrate, like Jonas said, or calm down and relax. And I don't know, maybe can help.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. Since we're babies, we listen to music, and sometimes we have a music that calms the kid. Like my daughter, she has some music that makes her feel calmer. But recently I had an experience that I was very anxious. I was not in a good place. And I was very anxious. I was having an anxiety crisis. And then I was in my car, and I wasn't driving for God's sake. I was there at my car, and then I was having an anxiety crisis, and I couldn't get better. I was using all the tools that my therapist told me to use, and it wasn't working. And then for a moment there, I thought about Ponto de Umbanda that made me feel so much calm. So it made the crisis go away. I was just thinking about the music in my head, and then I started talking and I started singing out loud, and I could calm down because I was focusing on the music, and because the music was calm, and the music made me feel like connected with something, connected with the universe, the world, with it made me not feel alone. So it was I think maybe the most powerful experience that I had with music to make me feel better. You know, it was amazing. It was just nothing worked, but when I started thinking about this music, it just went away. You know, it was amazing. So yeah, I totally agree that it helps with mental disorders and anxiety and maybe depression sometimes. So yeah. And have you ever used music to express your feelings to another person, Suelen?
I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I did this, but I don't remember with music. I don't know. But some music has a powerful to oh my gosh, I forgot the word. To feel the happiness, I don't know, enjoy, anything. Anyway, sorry. So I think I have I had this too.
Yeah, I do this all the time. I listen to a music that reminds me of my fiance. I send it to him. I listen to a music that reminds me of my sister. I send it to her. It's just something that I do all the time. So I do. I have used music to express my feelings, and I still do it. And what about you, Jonas? Have you ever had that special song that reminds you of someone very special and that just you thought, I need to send this to someone?
No, really no. I never connected one song with one person. I never did that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good because sometimes like when you associate it with someone that's like your friend or family, it's something that it doesn't have the tendency to go away. You are used to have that friendship, that parent, that familiar person in your life. So it's okay. But sometimes like I have associated a song with an ex-boyfriend, and then for a while when we broke up, I couldn't listen to that music because it made me so angry. Like, oh my God, I loved this song and you ruined it for me. But now I'm okay. Now I can listen to those songs. It's okay. But sometimes when you associate music with someone, it can be very bad. I don't recommend it sometimes. And the last ones for us to wrap this up. If you could be any musician in the world, who would you be and why? I'm just gonna say Beyonce because she's just the queen of the whole world. So yeah, I would love to be Beyonce. What about you guys? None.
I have no one.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I think some of the music I listen, the artist must be dead.
Yeah, probably. So it's okay for not wanting to be now. And I think if I'm thinking about like someone who is not only good at singing or performing, but it's also a good person, I would say like Chris Martin from Coldplay, because Coldplay is just it's 25, they have been working for 25 years. And they always did good things wherever they go to, wherever city they are, country they are always doing like community work and this kind of things. So Beyonce is always doing that too, but I think Coldplay is something more like people know more about it. And also Rihanna does this, but I think I would go with Chris Martin and Coldplay if I was thinking about good dates and stuff. Yeah. But my dream is to be good at some instrument someday. So I would love to learn how to play piano. I know a little bit about guitar, but very little. But my dream is to learn how to play piano someday. And do you guys have any dream of instruments that you would like to learn?
I don't know if I will ever learn, but one instrument I really like is violin. I really like the
it's
sound,
amazing. Yeah.
but I don't think I will ever learn.
It's very hard. I tried it sometime. Yeah, I tried it one time and it was very hard. I had no idea. Yeah, it's amazing. I think you know, but it's something that I didn't know. And when I found out, I was like, what? That thing that the violinists you get to play are made of horse hair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's made of horse hair. It's so weird. It's a lot. It's like lots of horse hair, and they put it on a wooden stuff, and they play with horse hair. I was what? Yeah. But guys, we just finished this conversation. It was amazing. Thank you so much for being here today. We're gonna go off of YouTube now. So bye-bye, YouTube. Thanks for having us.